Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. So grab your tacos and something to eat for lunch. It's a great Tuesday, and it's a great day to provide some mini tarot readings for you. So utilize that chat and jump in there and ask your questions, ask for a card, ask for a reading. And I'm going to keep the readings relatively short for everybody so that we can, get to as many people as possible. And if I do happen to miss your question, I apologize. I never mean to miss anybody. So if I do, go ahead and scroll or rewrite it, copy paste, rewrite it, and hopefully when I hit the scroll, I'll be able to see it. Okay, so I have a couple of questions that came in earlier, and I am going to actually wait on those and hit the chat first. So, hey Rosa, how you doing? Hi Janet, nice to see you. Yes, so come on in, guys. This is a good time to, brush the world off and enjoy this community of like-minded, like-hearted people and just raise the vibration, raise the energy, share some common compassion and love and joy. Just get that energy up at least for an hour, right? We can do this together. Okay, so I'm going to grab my cards. Here they are. Hopefully they don't make too much noise. Welcome to my living room. I changed the environment a little bit. This is where I do the majority of my work. So don't judge, just enjoy. Okay, so Rosa she's asked, why is going to Liberty University this summer going to be beneficial and good for me? Well, I like that you already know it's going to be beneficial and good for you. That's cool. Let's dig into the reasons, more specific reasons why. All right, let's go ahead and pull a card for Rosa and Liberty University and all the bennies, perks and bennies. What can she expect? Nice. So actually, the Four of Swords talk about your ability to rest a little. So maybe going to the university, as much as schoolwork can be difficult and, university work can be challenging, it might be comparatively more restful than what is going on in your current life. It definitely offers you an opportunity to focus. And so sometimes in this crazy, hectic world, a little bit of focus, even as challenging as it could be, can be a respite for the weary, right? So yay, go enjoy your staycay at the university. I'm tongue in cheek there. I know it's work, but it's going to be less work than what you're doing now and give you an opportunity to rest up. All right. And yes, I like it. So hopefully that resonates with you. You're very welcome. Okay, so another Rosie. Hello, Goddess. Well, hello back. It's so good to make the connections. I love it. You guys are just so positive and friendly. That's the kind of people I love in my world. And law of attraction is always working, right? So good stuff. Okay, so Rosie. Hello, Goddess. Let me know if you'd like a card. Susanna says, hey, Charlene, would love a mini reading today, please. And thank you. You got it. All right, Susanna. So here we go. What's going on in Susanna's world? Susanna's world. All right. And maybe what does she need to know? This card is just like saying, pick me, pick me. So I'm going to. The Seven of Pentacles. Now, you guys will hear me say a lot, this is one of my favorite cards. This is one of my favorite cards. The Seven of Pentacles. I call this one the constant farmer. So the constant farmer is a manifester. You're planting your garden, you're cultivating your crops, and now it's just time to let the universe do the rest of the work. You've done the hard work. And so now your job is to just manage the weeds, make sure you got enough water. So tend to your garden, know that the hard part's over. You've already put a lot of things in place. It's working. The dark side of this card is it's not even a dark side. It's kind of a gentle reminder. Don't micromanage. Your message is loud and clear. Your seeds are seeds. They're only going to manifest. You're only going to receive a harvest. It's law. And so micromanaging or worrying about your crop or your garden or the things that you are working on is futile. Okay, so that's just kind of a waste of spirit. And so this is a nice gentle reminder that you've done all the hard work. Enjoy the harvest. Tend to your garden. Pull a weed here, pull a weed there as they pop up. But it's harvest time for you. It's right around the corner. It's on its way. Okay, so enjoy that, constant gardener. Okay, Janet says it feels like a very peaceful room. It is a very peaceful room, Jan. I live in a bubble. I have created this bubble, and it is one of the big blessings. I don't know if you guys can see, there's too much sun out there, but I have this beautiful big tree growing right outside my front door. So I'm up on the second story, and I feel like I live in a tree house. It's so cool. If there wasn't construction going on, I would have the door open, and then you can kind of feel it even more, see it better. But there is construction going on, so we have the door closed. But yeah, I love, love, love my space. It's really sweet. Thanks for noticing. Okay, so let's jump to the cards. So Jan asks about her mom. She says, has my mother accomplished getting herself to a positive enough place to let go? All right. So let's consult. And then I kind of want to feel into that one as well. Has my mother accomplished getting herself to a positive enough place to let go? It feels to me like a yes. Yeah. Okay, let's pull the cards and see what's going on. If there's any kind of resistance or what's going on with your mom as far as her state of being. I love it. So she got the star card. The star card is just that whole, it's kind of, I call it the coming out card. It's the being divinely guided. There's 7 stars leading the way, and this is about being in cohesion, being in alignment with the stars, being front and center. So with your question and with the card, I would definitely draw a correlation to a yes, and my intuition says yes too, right? So it feels like there's a lot of peace happening. There's a lot of inner peace happening, a lot of connection with her guides and her spirit guides and her ancestors that are around her. So I'm feeling like, yeah, she's getting comfortable and ready. All right. So I hope that helps. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is in the room. Lily. Good afternoon, Lily. It's noon here. What time is it in your neck of the woods, and where the heck are you? So I am in Talent, Oregon, which is a little teeny tiny town right next to Ashland, far enough away from the touristy stuff, but still close enough for the beauty. Okay, Lily, let's get a card for Lily. Lily, where am I drawing for you? What's going on in your world? Temperance. So, Lily, what's happening with you, or what maybe you need to muster from within, is that ability to take 2 opposing things and be the alchemist. So we're all the alchemists of our lives, and sometimes we're good at it and sometimes we're not. I feel like this card is reminding you that whatever the outcome is, you get to decide, you get to create with the 2 maybe opposing things that don't seem to be mixing. The big message here is that you're in control. And so remember that, and don't let the external situations, the people or relationship, feel like it's dictating your level of happiness or dictating the reality around you. You can take two opposing situations that, or at least that feel oppositional, and merge them together so that they work for you. So this is a an exercise of taking the parts and the pieces that you like, that you enjoy, and mixing them together to create something that feels more pleasurable to you, that works well with your personality and your spirit. You're never at the mercy of other things, that you are always the creator and always the alchemist. Okay. So get mixing, mixologist. All right. And oh, this also speaks to, I love the 1 foot in the water and the 1 foot on the land. That really speaks to mixing your humanity, your lower chakras, with your divinity, your upper chakras, and doing what works. So we are these spirit beings having this human experience, right? And so we need to mix both worlds. I say that that's probably the reason for living, or the big ticket reason for living, is to integrate those parts of us so that we're not so bipolar, and so that we don't see life so black and white. We can see it as a big it's a big buffet, basically, and we get to mix it however we choose to and however we like. We never need to be afraid of the opposites, or the what's the word? There's, well, there's a lot of words to describe this. I'm thinking bipartisan, bipolar, anything that kind of splits us from ourselves. So you can merge it together and create something lovely. Okay. And it's all your creation. Okay, Rosie, she asks a question. What's the future of my little fairy business? I'm a sculptor. Ooh, how fun. Okay, let's ask the cards about that. I see some big old sculptures coming too. Okay. So are we scaling up, Rosie? Are we going from small to large? Because I'm seeing size. But let's go ahead and consult the cards and see what the heck's going on. And the size could also just indicate expansion. So I do see a growth in the expanding department. Okay, where's the future of my little fairy business? The future. The future. Okay, so here's the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is it's the dance. I call this the money dance, right? So it's up and down and all around. And I would say that this is the nature of almost any business. It's definitely the nature of my business, right? And so we have seasons of big prosperity, and then we have seasons of, okay, well, I'm going to make this work anyway. It's not as abundant, but if you, in the picture here, you can see some waves in the background with a ship on the waves. This is the quintessential ride the wave card. It's like, yeah, what goes up must come down. So there's going to be some movement in there. So when knowing that this is kind of the nature of business, I say when it's high, stock, save, so that you can be prepared and just do your work when the finances aren't necessarily rolling in as much, right? Because it's hard to create from a place of scarcity. As an artist, I'm sure you get that. That's my reality. So to know that your lower chakras, your root chakra, for example, is satisfied and your bills are paid, then that opens up the avenues and the channels for you to create. But if they are stymied, that is a very difficult place to create, because the creation comes from the upper chakras. It comes from the third eye, from the throat, from the crown chakra. So we want to make sure that our red level, our root chakra, is okay, so that we can access and go upstairs. Otherwise, our focus is just too much on the root, right? So a good remedy for that is to save when we're doing well. Just one remedy. Okay, probably more than you asked for, huh? Gina, hello, Gina. Gina asks, can I have a card, please? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Let's see what's going on in Gina's world. Gina's world. Oh, Gina, looks like some romance is coming your way. So the Knight of Cups, this isn't necessarily the Romeo card. The Romeo is I call it the Page of Cups, but there's relationship. There's love either coming in or that you're giving out, but I feel like it's coming in. So welcome it, look for it. It could be romantic, it could be friend, could be marriage, but a nice gesture coming your way. And it's probably a nice, significant one. So I would say prepare yourself, get into the receptive place to receive love and kindness from somebody special, okay, to you. All righty, fun stuff. I'll have what Gina's having. Okay, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Let's go ahead and get to Rebecca's. Can I have a card, please? Absolutely. Okay. All right, Rebecca. Rebecca's world. Rebecca, it looks like it's time for you to go take a time out. All right. I like getting this card every now and again. It's the Eight of Cups. And so the Eight of Cups talks about, okay, I'm kind of full. I'm on emotional overload right now, and I need to go to my cave, and I need to just chill out and get back into my intuitive alignment. I need to go be with myself. Yeah, and you look at the full moon and the water, those are symbols that represent our intuition. And sometimes in this crazy, hectic world, we lose our connection with our own intuition, our spirit guides, and all the stuff that comes with that. And so we need to have a little retreat to go within. So this is a time for you. I would give yourself a little permission to go take a time out, okay? And then one of the messages that come with the card talks about, okay, well, there's 8 cards, but there's one that seems to be missing. So you're going to go on a little journey, a little quest, a little time out to go figure out or feel or sense or intuit what exactly might be missing and find the fulfillment there. Okay. So enjoy your time out. It's definitely not a punitive thing. I love timeouts, and I think that they're very necessary for us, especially when the world is yapping at us too loudly, or the family is too much, and it's just a little me time. So go enjoy that. All right. And Rosie says, I love a card. Thank you. And okay, that must be an older one. Ruth, hello, Ruth. Ruth Raymond asks, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Ruth. I really am. I love my bubble. It's hard for me to come out of my bubble, though, I will be honest. But in my bubble, it's nice. It's very nice. So I would love a reading very much indeed. All right, well, you got it. So let's look into Ruth. Pull up Ruth, my little target right here, just demonstrating how I do my work, right? So we have our target. Targets are important, so we can focus on something, one thing, person, place, or thing, and then we can zip into that energy, and then we can pull a card around it and see what is in the cards for Ruth. And I really believe when we're doing this work, we are communicating with our higher selves, our spirit self, and our spirit guides, yours and mine. And so there's so much available resources to us to receive guidance. There's never a shortage. In fact, shut off your TV and shut off your Google. This is the good stuff. Okay, Ruth. Ruth. Okay, Ruth, what I get for you is 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands talks about, okay, there's something going on here where you're having to defend yourself. Could just be an argument with a loved one. But this card is telling you to stand your ground, and it's telling you to, be ready for some conflicting kind of opinions or thoughts or even values. So the wands represent your purpose, your passion, your energy. And this is something that you do want to protect, right? Because that's you. And so the opposite of this would be like if somebody's gaslighting you and they're kind of winning the conversation by disarming you. And this is about, nope, no time to be disarmed. I'm using my my values. I'm standing up for myself, and I'm going to defend my honor, my values. Thank you for your well-meaning opinions down there in the little galley or the gallery down below. You're on your hill, you're on your mountain, so you're coming from a higher place. Trust it and defend it. And it's all good. These aren't swords and nobody's dying. It's not a fight. That's too strong of a word, but it is time to stand up for yourself. So this is about really pulling into your solar plexus energy and aligning with your strength, aligning with even your ego and who you are and what you represent and what you've come here to do, and speak your truth. Again, activating the throat chakra and, staying your ground. Okay, I hope that helps. And if you guys are interested in sharing what the heck's going on with you so we can get a more comprehensive idea without giving too much away, that would be kind of cool too. All right. Susanna says, love it. Thank you. You're welcome, Susanna. This is my pleasure. I love doing this. It's good for me. Hopefully it's good for you. Okay. Rosa says, I like that I will be able to rest more. It's online. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Yes. Okay. A nice little respite. And thinking about, Rosa, thinking about the things that you want to think about, studying the things that I find solace in that. I really do. I find solace in writing. I find solace in studying. It's so nice. It's just talk about the bubble, right? Jan says, thank you for your confirmation, Charlene. I sense the same thing. I'm so grateful. Hugs and kisses. Good. Jan, I've got your back. I love you, friend. And yep, everything is moving in the right direction. Okay. So hang in there and know that it's all working out well. Rosie says, I just want to keep doing this and not a job. Well, keep doing it, Rosie. You and me both. You sculpt your stuff and I'll sculpt mine. And you know what? The payoff for living your life and living your truth and being in your path is that we're going to have that up and down thing. Because especially for artists and empaths, kind of in the same boat here, it's kind of difficult for us to sustain that constant generator energy that I would say the majority of the population have, maybe 70-75%. The worker bees where they can just keep showing up day after day after day after day, and they just are very consistent. I see the energy with the empaths and the creatives and the artists. We're more like this, just like your card. And if we just acknowledge that about ourselves, then we can create space around that. We can just love it and accept it and not get down on ourselves when we're experiencing a lull. And those lulls come from all kinds of different things, overload, emotional overload, burnout, just enough, and so it's really imperative for you to take your time out and to nurture yourself. That's why I'm saying when the going is good, save some cash because you're going to need it for when those times get quiet and we need to have that downtime and respite time. So acknowledging that about yourself, I used to really beat myself up for that, thinking that I wasn't consistent enough. That was my not enoughness. I'm not consistent enough. I've come to the agreement that that's okay. I am not consistent. I go by my rhythms, and the moon isn't consistent. It's consistent in its inconsistencies, right? It's not constantly one phase, right? And so when you can embrace that about yourself, then you'll just say, I'm going to be a sculptor for the rest of my life. That's all I want to do. And then by the powers of manifesting and desire and putting that out there with love and acceptance, it just becomes your reality. You manifest it, you bring it in, the vortex gap closes, and that is your reality. So that's, I totally get that. I relate. Angela asks, how are you? I am great, Angela. I'm so honored to be spending my time with you, all of you, and you guys choosing to spend your time here with me. This is a nice, sacred little time, I have to say. We're creating really good energy and we're raising the vibes. Jonathan Elizabeth says, this is Gina Kelchi. Hello, love. Send me friend request for your private reading. Oh, our spammers are here. Hey, spammers. Can you please go open your own live? That would be awesome. Okay. So let's go ahead and bypass that. Send them their love for their lack of creativity and genuine uniqueness. Someday, maybe in this lifetime, you'll get that. Kweezy Jones, may I have a reading? Yes, you may. It's good to see you here. All right. Let's go ahead and go through those cards. Kweezy. Target. Here we go. Okay, Kweezy. Well, good news, bad news card. We get the devil. The devil, don't be afraid. I'm going to preface it with that. The devil is just about being too caught up in the world. We are these spirit beings having this human incarnation. That is the human incarnation. And when we're too imbalanced and too much in the human incarnation and not tapped into our spirituality or our divinity, things get a little rough. We develop addictions, we get codependent, we're looking for other people to save us or to help us, or we're looking to external situations instead of the internal. So I'm glad you're here today because this is my focus. I'm going to point you in the direction of your divinity, and this will help clear this stuff up. So just ask yourself, where are you kind of stuck in that humanness? Is it about paying bills? Is it just being down about the world, which is easy to do, especially now? And to pull back the lens or to bring yourself back so you can open up your perspective, to see the bigger picture, and that, yeah, all that human stuff is important and it's real, but it's not the end all. It's not everything. So it's just time to pull out that perspective and remember your divinity. That's my tagline. Remember your inner brilliance, that you are a capable manifester. You are amazing. You have the solar plexus energy, the throat chakra to create anything, the imagination. So if we're stuck here, the first step I would say is to go to your imagination and ask yourself, what would I rather see instead? What would I rather experience instead? And play with it in there. And as you're playing with it in your imagination, you are in the creation process of manifesting it. It's a free place. It's Disneyland. Go in there, stay in there often. And as you're doing that, you're going to increase your energy level. You're going to feel better. And as you feel better, you become a magnet to the things that you're really wanting. Because when we're down here, we are a magnet. We're always a magnet. The question is, what are you magnetizing? What are you drawing to yourself? When we're down here, we're kind of drawing at a lower frequency. So we want to raise that frequency up and manifest better. Okay. And sometimes when I see this too, it's like, all right, we need a reset. Just go take a nap. Just shake out of that, and we all go there. So don't even trip. We all go there. And then that's why I do my work. I like to remind us that, yep, our humanity can be a bitch. and our divinity is our saving grace. But our humanity can also be really creative and fun, but sometimes it can be a bit much. All right. Hope that helps. Okay, Rebecca says, the man I like is unavailable, but I call him my moon. Okay, that's you having to go take a time out and get with the moon. Rebecca, connecting some dots there? Yes, you're very welcome. Okay. Monica says, hello, beautiful. Hello, Monica. May I have a reading, please? Absolutely. Let's see what's going on in Monica's world. Monica. My target is Monica. Tapping in, honing in. See what the, fun card. Sun card. So the sun, we're getting a lot of the major cards today again. I seem to get the majors with you guys a lot. The sun card is, well, look at it. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? It's like, things are getting good. It's summertime. The sun's out. You're like, it's time for an adventure. It's that unlimited possibility. The universe has your back. This is a really good time for you to explore new things, get out there and know that you can be, do, and have whatever it is you want, and the universe fully supports you. So go do it, go play, have fun. Don't think of those adulty things that could stop you and get in your way, and get into that childlike place that says, hey, anything's possible. Let's go do this. All right. So have fun with that. Okay. Ruth says, very on point. It's been constant. 100%. Yes. Thanks, Ruth. I love the validation. Good stuff. Thank you. Jenny asks, Jenny Crandall Martinez asks, can I get a reading? And then Kaylee, you have a message in there from Tina. Okay. It looks like she's trying to get you over there and get a reading. Alrighty. Yeah, that's too bad they don't have their own people, their own tribe and clients. That's all right. Jenny Crandall Martinez says, hello, can I get a reading? Yes, Jenny, you can. All right, Jenny, let's pull you up. You're my magic little, sometimes my magic screen, when I'm talking about pulling up a target, this is the fun stuff. So intuition and imagination are like twins. They're brother and sister. They work really well together. And so when I am doing my work, I am pulling up my magic screen. Let me describe my magic screen to you guys so you guys can do this on your own when you want to. So say you have a target and you're wondering, what the heck is this person thinking right now or doing or whatever your quandary or question is. So you pull them up, they're your target in your little magic mirror. And sometimes I see a magic mirror, a literal hand mirror, and I'll put the person in there and I'll just watch and see what they do. Or sometimes I have an Etch-a-Sketch and then they're on the Etch-a-Sketch and then I watch and see what they do there. And sometimes I have a stage and sometimes I have a whiteboard, and your place to put your people can be anything you want. Sometimes we're sitting at a table if I'm having conversations with multiple people. Your imagination is the portal to all things manifest. It is your psychic portal. And so when you utilize your imagination, it's kind of like for the Christians, what would Jesus do? That's the imagination. You're asking, what would Jesus do, right? Well, what would Jim Morrison do? Or what would, I don't know, Jill Biden do? And so we can pull in the energy or have a target for anybody, alive or dead, it doesn't matter. Energy is energy. And then we can just put them on our little screen and see what they do, what they say. And then we're just watching. We're the observer, we're the listener, and you can take in all kinds of, you can psychic spy, you can do whatever you want with that. That's just a little insider tip. Go play with that. It is fun. is so fun. And when you're out and about and people watching, you can like target into people and, imagine what they're doing or ask those questions. It's a little spyish, but hey, you know what? It's not hurting anybody. All right. So Jenny, back to you. Yes. Can you get a reading? All right. Spammers, go open your own place. Stop being parasitic. Back to you, Jenny. Jenny, okay, so I pulled the Two of Wands for you, Jenny. This is a fun card. It's like, okay, here you are. You're at home. You're out on your balcony. You're looking out into the rest of the world. And you're holding on to one wand and you have another wand fastened to your porch. Your wands are your purpose and your passion. So I feel this energy popping up, rising within you, going, what can I do? I want to go somewhere new. I want to do something new. What is that thing? And you have a globe. You have the globe in your hand. You have the world in your hand. And you're asking it, what's next for me? What direction shall I go? From the safety and security of your home. And so this is a nice time for you to plan for your future and think about what it is that you'd like to manifest next. All right. So this is a fun time, but it clearly indicates that you're being pushed. You're being pulled to the what's next phase, of your life right now. So enjoy that journey. And then if you need extra guidance with that, just, tap in, ask your heart. Okay, what do I need to know? Where do I want to go? What's going on? But this is a very contemplative, personal questions that you can ask and get super duper guidance for. All right, Jenny. Okay, so I'm not in my Facebook. Otherwise, I would delete the spammer. So please just deal. Jenny, yes, I just give you a reading. Sorry, I had to scroll to see yours. Thanks, Monica. Monica, did I give you a reading yet? Let me know. Okay. Another spammer. Wow, I have a ton of spammers in here today. All right. Well, you know what? All you spammers, you guys should just go open up your own live. I mean, you have like 3 or 4 different people giving readings. Imagine what you can do with that. That would be cool. And then you wouldn't have to write on the backs of other people. That could be fun. I'd even go for a reading as long as you didn't hit me up to cure a curse or something crazy like that, like I know you are. Okay, so I am seeing nothing but spam, guys. See, Melissa, hey, how you doing? Jody, hello, new to you. Can I get a general reading? Thank you. Hey, Jody, I would love to. Sorry, guys, it's taking me a long time to scroll past the spam. Okay, I'm going to clear my energy of all that. I'm so glad I don't have to do that for a living. That would suck. I get to be like the sculptor in the group. Was that Rosie? We get to just stay in our lane and do what we love, and other people will copy us and they'll do whatever, but yeah, whatever. We get to stay in our authenticity. Okay, so Jody, tapping into you and your lovely energy. Let's see what's happening in Jody's world. Jody. Jody. Well, Jody, whatever's going on in your world is happening quickly. It's happening fast. There's a lot of energy rising in your world. Are you moving? Are you going on vacation? Something fun, something light, something that you probably have been planning for a while is now activated. It is go time. So buckle up. There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of energy going on here. Okay. So that's cool. If you guys, any of you would like a more in-depth reading about any of the things that we're talking about, you can go ahead and book a session with me on my website at charlenemurphy.com. And this is probably a good time to let you know too that I am having a half off membership sale. I'm calling it my 50% off summer membership sale in my Enchanted Empath community group. So my community group is a safe place off of Facebook, so we never have to deal with spam or spammers or scammers or any of that low vibing negative stuff. And we get to focus on growing our gifts together and really expanding our intuitions, learning how to manifest really well, how to self-heal. The primary, though, is definitely with a focus on intuition, because the intuition is the tool that accesses all of the above, right? So head on over, go check it out. It's at enchantedempath.com. You'll see that I'm having a half off summer sale. And if you get the 50% off membership, and you can do the annual or you can do monthly, I don't care. I just am trying to invite people and get them in so we can do some really good work in this self-exploration, because we are all blessed with an intuition, and it is underutilized and underused. Oh my gosh, you guys, our lives can be so much more graceful, confident, and better when we know how to access and leverage our intuitions. But anyway, whatever rate you buy, say you get the half off or the monthly $19 a month, that's going to be your rate forever for the length of your stay inside the community. Even as the prices go back to normal, or I even raise them next year when we have more people. So this is going to be a lock-in one. Your rate is your rate. Whatever you get in at, that's it for the duration of your stay. So I encourage you to go in and explore it and see what the heck is available to you. It's just always fun. We do a workshop every week, a live workshop, and then we have meditations, we have moon ceremonies, we have all kinds of fun seasonal things. So go check it out. Okie dokie. Jody, I did see your request. Yep, and I got that. Melissa, did I get you already, Melissa? I don't remember. Okay, Carissa, there's a name I haven't seen yet. Can I please have a reading? Hello. Yes, you can, Carissa. Okay, Jody says she doesn't have anything planned. Well, that's why you're going to be planning it, right? So, hopefully that planted a nice little seed in there to get things going. Okay. Carissa. My target is Carissa. Yay. All right, Carissa. What's in the cards for you? What does Spirit have to say? What's going on in your life? Oh, nice. Another major arcana. Just a little FYI, the majors are like big life things, big milestones. So the high, or the Empress is the getting into your creative self. I love the Empress because it's all about that divine feminine energy, that creative place, where you're birthing either a person or a business or a new idea, a new concept. It's coming into alignment with your desires, and manifesting those desires in real life. So a lot of times, I would say before we hit a certain age, and then the struggles with our society as it is right now, we're kind of doing other people's dances. We're doing the things that we think we should be doing because it's cool on Instagram, or that's what we were told by our parents, or just the collective culture, has said that. And then we have made these agreements and we're going along with the program. However, when we hit this level of Empress, we say, F that, I'm going to do what I want to do. And so the Empress is all about getting into your creative zone and doing the things that brings you ultimate pleasure. So we're talking sacral chakra yumminess, we're talking solar plexus creativity from the heart, from that inner place that is very unique just to you. And it's not so much doing the other stuff anymore. It's like, if this isn't fun, I'm not going to do it. And I'm only going to do the things that feel right and aligned with me. So you're in a great place, Carissa. Just, I would print this card out, like Google it, print it out, put it on your fridge, and somewhere you can see it always to remind you of your creative mojo rising and how it really wants to express and come out. Okay? So have fun. All right, Jody, need something to look forward to. Yes, 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 Jody. So start looking, here's some practical advice without getting going down the rabbit hole too much. But you know what? YouTube could be a really cool source of information for planning stuff in the future. You just never know what you're going to find. So, for instance, I'm looking for hikes and I'm looking for places that I can visit in my beautiful state of Oregon. And wow, ask and you will receive. YouTube surely delivers. And then in addition to that, you're finding all these situations where maybe you can go house sitting and doing this and doing that. Travel ideas that I hadn't even considered or thought of. So go check that out and see what comes up for you, Jody. Rosa says hi and thank you. Rosa, you're welcome. Alrighty, I think I have scrolled all the way around. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Okay, I wish there was a refresh on this. KBZ says, I need some rest. Yes, good. Get some rest. Get some rest. So self-care, especially for the empaths, guys, is so hugely important. We have to recharge our batteries. Does anybody here identify, that's a funny thing to ask, identify as an empath or see empathic abilities, or there's a lot of news and information about empaths lately, like it's a kind of a trendy word right now, but it's kind of taken a negative. It's weird how that is. And I think my chats are a little stalled. So go ahead and send me a text or a chat if you're wanting. If I missed you, I don't want to do that. But going back to the whole empath thing, there's a lot of negative ideas about empaths and empaths being like narcissist magnets and things like that. And a little bit of that is true because we are always looking for the good in people. It's sometimes we don't see the obvious because we're sensing the core of a person, and the core of a person is always pretty good. I do believe that people are born good and then they're created on all kinds of various flavors and different ways. But the core of a person is good. And so we tap into that. And some people can take advantage of that and use that. But then as we grow our self-awareness about our empathic nature, we become very strong. And for me, the empaths are definitely the healers, the intuitives, the creatives, the artists of the world. So yeah, they're going to be a little softer. They're going to be a little more emotionally based. They're going to be heart-centered. They're going to care. They're going to have a lot of empathy. They're going to want to evolve humankind. They're going to want to contribute to the well-being of others or the beauty of others. And so their main priority isn't necessarily just about power and money and all of those things. So there's a big difference. There's a big difference, not to divide and say that it's black and white, but the empaths are a pretty obvious different kind of breed of people. And according to the statistics from psychology, the empaths make up about 20% of the population. That means we're living in a world of 80% of people who are, from the other ilk of maybe just survival or power or control or winning and money and all of that stuff. And so it could be a rough place for empaths to be sometimes. And that's why I created the community, so that we can hang out in a safe place and grow our gifts and really expand our intuitions, and really, because we are so internal and so emotional, we have these built-in mechanisms that help us be really amazing manifestors, for example, and really super highly intuitive. Um, I think anybody can be super highly intuitive if they work at it and practice at it. There are tools and resources, and so I teach all that stuff inside the community. But empaths are already naturally inclined that way, just like some people are naturally inclined to be a great piano player or a musician, like they could just hear music and play it, right? Other people have to learn and develop that. Well, we can do both, but if you're already inclined as an empath towards that, it's going to be a little easier for you. Just saying. And it really helps us trust our feelings when we live in a world that's trying to shut us up and tell us that our feelings, that we're too emo and all this other stuff, or we're a snowflake. And it's like, no, we're really super intuitive, and we can see what the heck you're doing right now. So, all righty, off my soapbox. Let's see. Okay, there's some more coming in. Okay, so, oh, I see Thoko is here again. I remember you from last week. Would you like a reading? We're just gonna ignore the scammers and spammers, guys, because I can't delete them from my app. And you know what? That's okay. They just need to open up their own little thing. They would do really well if they did that. Okay. So I have Thoko. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And then Ayushi. Ayushi. Okay, so let's go ahead and get those two. Kwizi does music. Yay. Okay. So let's do Thoko first, and then Ayushi. Thoko. In my little magic mirror, there you go. I am honing in on your energy. You're my target, Thoko. Okay, Thoko. All right, it's a good and bad card. We have the Five of Pentacles. I call this that we get a little stuck with that poverty mindset, that things are kind of bad. And as an empath, it's like, yes, we can see the things that are challenging around us, and they are depleting to the spirit, and they don't feel good. Yes. However, if we stay there and focus on that too much, it drains us and it brings us down, and it creates depression and isolation and all kinds of stuff. So this card is talking about, let's choose better. Let's choose a little different. There's the holy place right behind them, 2 feet away. We can go into the sanctuary, we can go into the inner chamber, we can go into the higher room, the upper room, the upper chakras. We can meditate, we can pray, we can dance, we can sing, we can move our bodies, we can listen to good music, we can do all kinds of different things to raise the vibration and go to the higher place. It's really common for a lot of us, including myself, to be here, especially these days and the last, I would say, few years. It's been rough. So remember that you're not held captive by that stuff. It can feel like it at times, but you can ultimately be with it, bless it, and then use the tools and resources available to you to get your energy up so that you can feel better, and so that when you feel better, you are manifesting better. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Ayushi. Okay, what does feel and think about me? We're asking, Ayushi wants to know what somebody else is thinking and feeling about them. Okay, let's go spy and let's go ask cards. So, and too, when I'm doing sessions and readings and tapping into a target, I don't really have to know who they are. I don't have to have a birth date or a name. I can just say, okay, there's Ayushi, and Ayushi is tapping into this other target. So this other target to me is a blank. So, but I'm tapped into that target. So what is that person thinking about Ayushi? Okay. So Ayushi This person is seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles. Hopefully this makes sense to you. So the Queen of Pentacles, let me describe her. Tell me if this is you. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is the boss, like a boss lady. She's good at creation. She's good at making money. She's a good business person. She likes the good stuff in life. She likes the good stuff in life. And so she's all about creating and manifesting really well for herself. So that's how this other person sees you. Are you the boss? Don't know. So hope that helps. Okay. Alrighty. So Ruby asks, will I get a job in the next 3 months? Okay. I'll just cut right to it and give you a yes or no, just like you want. A lot of people don't want the other stuff, and that's fine. The teacher in me just has to talk. What does that tell you? I'll let you answer your own question. Okay. The Three of Cups. Alrighty. Love it. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay. I think I got everybody. You're welcome, Ayushi. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, guys, I think that about covers it. So thank you for spending your time and your energy, your blessed energy with me today. It is an honor for me to work with you and to give you these mini readings. And my goal here is to really raise the energy and sending love and light. Yes, so Thomos, sending you love and light, sending a friend request for your accurate reading. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Melissa just tapped in and said me. So I will go ahead and pull one more card. Oh, okay. So somebody's in here scamming using my language now. I can't get away from them. Okay. It's because we have so much love and light here. Oh, everybody wants some. Okay. Well, sending love and light. I'm going to go ahead and pull Melissa, one more card from Melissa, and then I'm going to call it a day. Okay, so Melissa, we got the Lovers. So I'll let you leave this to your own interpretation, okay? Because it could be Captain Obvious time, right? And so I'm going to leave that one open for you to decipher what that means for you. It's all good. I can guarantee that. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and call it a day. If you liked your session, do me a favor and buy me a coffee. Go over to buymeacoffee.com/Enchanted Empath. I love donations. I love coffee. It keeps me in coffee and kombucha. So I will be here next Tuesday for Tarot Tuesday. Again, grab your tacos, get a tarot reading. I'll see you back here. I'm on YouTube and Facebook. You can always email me your questions beforehand so I can make sure that I get to them. Kristen, I forgot your reading. I'm so sorry. I will email that to you. And anyway, you guys take good care of yourself. Hopefully I'll see you inside Enchanted Empath in my community group. Take good care of yourself, really good care of yourself, and take really good care of each other. And offer some random stranger today a kind smile. Okay, that might just make somebody's day. All right, you guys, peace out. I'll see you soon. Take good care.